Hello and welcome to a new section of videos. We're doing full playthroughs. I'm not going to be doing like 20 hours and stuff like that. That's a graph one, by the way. I am creating a brand new character now. I'm going to choose, I think I'll choose, the last playthrough I did was a fella, so, well, a lad. I think I'll choose a girl and I'll go for, let's go for her, and then we can move from there. So let's put her here like that, and then we'll have, shall we go like that? So that'll do, and then we'll move her on. We'll give her some girly hair. I don't know. Let's give her that. Shall we give her that? She looks like Nerida, doesn't she? Anyway, yeah, let's go for that. Excuse my cough. Right. Anyway, let's give her. Let's go for something weird. How about that? How about that? That looked pretty good, didn't it? Yes? Okay. Right, we'll take away them moles and freckles and we'll give her a little bit of complexion. Can we try that one? Yeah, that'll do. A little touch of the old makeup. Let's give her... Oh, they're nice, aren't they? I like them eyes. And then what's her eyebrow colour like? You can't really see it, can you? Can't really see her eyebrows. I think that one will do. Nobody's going to notice, are they? What do you think? And then we shall go with, let's have, we'll call this one Bianca, I think. We'll call this one Bianca. And a surname, we'll go for Bubbles. Bianca Bubbles. What do you think? I don't like doing sensible names. It's not much fun when you do anything like that, is it? Bianca Bubbles, that'll do. I wonder if she does. Right, here we go. You ready? She looks quite strange, doesn't she?
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting.
Well, grab yourself a coffee, come and relax,
Professor.
and enjoy.
I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor V. I appreciate you working with me before the term begins.
Eleazar! George! Glad my rather cryptic description of our location
That's
did not
George
fool
Osric,
your
by the way.
findings.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course.
Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts?
We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
I would like to have seen more of George in the game. You know, he seemed quite a smart guy, even from the little bit that you get from him. I would like to have seen more. It's just a shame that, you know, things happen the way they did.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your travelling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's the glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait. We did.
Hang on!
Poor George. Every time I see that, I wish he had apparated from the coach.
The key! Give me your hand!
And now it all starts.
Are you alright?
Hope you enjoyed the intro, and I hope you
You're hurt.
managed to grab yourself a drink and a snack. We could be here a little while.
Take this. It's Wickham World potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Porky.
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this portkey. Or why.
If you've seen any of my smalls, when I say the smalls, the smaller videos of different quests, you'll see things like where he mentions, you know, what we're looking for and what have you.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
portkey was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that portkey to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good.
I don't know if any of
Let's see
you played
if we
this
can
game
find
before.
a path,
This game
however faded it may be.
is so addictive. It's unbelievable. Because it's complete free roam for the whole world. It's
Mind your
so
step.
addictive. And it's
Where do you
just
suppose
great
your wife
fun.
got the portkey that brought us here?
You
A
know,
good question.
finding the different ways to
Miriam
power
spent
yourself up
years
and
searching for evidence
how much
of a
money you can
long-forgotten
find
form of
and, you know,
ancient
what have you.
magic.
Ancient magic?
I will admit, I've had as little
A
as
powerful magic wielded by a rare
15,000
few.
galleons and I've had as much as
Seems to have been
100,000
lost to
galleons.
time.
And I found some amazing weapons and
Hogwarts
brooms.
Castle was built by.
Oh, when I
and
say
is
weapons,
itself a
I'm
stronghold
talking
of that
powerful
ancient
spells,
magic.
you know.
I don't know where she came into possession of the portkey, but I am
But
certain
I always
it was to
find
do with
there's
that
always
search.
something that I've not
Ah,
seen or
there's the
I've
path
missed.
down below. This way.
And I always found, you know, there's something else to find
But sir,
that's
why was your
new.
wife searching
This
for
is my
evidence of lost
25th
magic?
playthrough.
Miriam wanted to
And I
understand
will
why such
guarantee
powerful
I will
magic
find
disappeared from the
something
wizarding world.
that I didn't
Spoke
find
of the
in
good
the other
it could do.
24.
But magic is no different than any power. What really matters
Even my
is
last
the one
playthrough-
who wields it.
Excuse my cough. Even my last playthrough, I
Is that
found a
ice?
chest that I didn't know
It's
existed.
not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent.
It's only basic caster. Because I don't know any other spells at this moment in time.
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
Now, on the way to... I'm not going to say where because it'll only spoil it for you. On the way, there are some chests. I don't know whether if you know, like I say, if you played this game before, there are chests that are hidden.
Ah, up there.
And there's only 4. There's 4 before you reach a certain point. There's one here, around here. The next one is further down on the other side of this bridge.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
This part here, this section to where we're going, to when you actually reach Hogwarts Castle.
Reparo!
There's so many chests, which is a starter pointer for how much money you've got. And how you build it all up at the start. You'll learn all this in time. You'll learn all these spells.
Almost there.
There's another chest round here. We haven't got very much at the moment, got 96. At this point I've had as much, I think the maximum I've had here has been 74. So we're doing pretty good.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
You will meet the guy that lived here eventually. If you've not played through this, I'm not going to give you a spoiler because I know whose house it is. But I don't want to tell you because it'll only spoil it for later on.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
For those of you who played it before, that's the guy.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
You'll see him later on anyway. You'll meet him later on. He's been dead a couple of 100 years, but you'll meet him. Not as a ghost, by the way.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
There's a chest here as well.
Hello?
This is Gringotts, by the way.
It can't be.
That daft grin.
Just a moment. Ooh. Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume. Precisely. The key.
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
Stay close.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cart if you don't wish to lose them.
I always have the subtitles on. I'm sorry if that's annoying, but I am a deaf person, so I have to do this.
Are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
Imagine a roller coaster like that.
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vaults number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
We haven't, because it's your the game, so.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Professor, the armband the guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw in the porky container.
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that? We were just wondering about that goblin back there. He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
And here we are.
Here we are. When was the last time this vault was accessed? A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years.
I don't go too
In
far
that
because
time,
there's a chest
no
on the
one
right
has
hand
visited
side.
Vault
And if you
12.
go to the chest too soon, when he opens the door, it goes to a cutscene and you lose the amount of how much is in the chest. You don't actually lose it, but you don't get it either. I don't know whether it's a bug or a glitch or whatever, but
Vault 12.
you lose out on
Thank
that
you for
one.
your help.
So you wait until after the cutscene, which is coming up now, and then you can approach the chest. So there's 32 in there. It's not a lot, but every penny counts at this moment. There's also more chests which you'll find pretty
What do you
soon
suppose we
before
should
we
be
get
looking
to,
for?
you know,
I'm not sure.
to Hogwarts.
Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here.
This is the first of your spells.
Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
I find that if you get right up near the door, it makes it a lot easier.
A door.
See?
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again.
I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos. This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Revelio.
You tend to go around in circles here.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the
You're going to see a lot of this in this game.
Lumos, what happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Ready?
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
This is where you learn Vertigo. This move will save you in any meeting, any fight at all. As long as it's yellow, you won't get hit. If it's red, chances are it's going to kill you, or it's going to batter you anyway. You can actually protect yourself just by using Vertigo.
Potato. Descendo. Levioso.
Oh, he's battering them all.
Stupefy.
Crusader. Levioso. Exalto. Deponzo. Descendo.
Stupefy.
Exalto.
Bye bye, Professor Fig.
Stay close.
There's no point staying close because he disappears anyway. There he goes. Now you're on your own.
Professor? Professor Fig? Professor, where are you? This isn't good.
See, if you look around in here, can you see that chest there?
What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
Now, let your light go out.
Revelio.
And there's another one. You will find it. You've just got to keep casting Revelio to find it. There it is. See it?
Oh, that's where they're leading me. That glow again.
Sometimes, if you're lucky, I have seen a third chest spawn,
Revelio.
but it's not very often. I've only seen it twice. So now we've got our own walk. See these three of them? You cast Lumos and Revelio.
I suppose I'm on my own this time.
Lumos brings out the light, stand in the centre here, and they will attack you, and then it's just down to you.
Potato. Stupefy. Stupefy.
You have to cast it so often to get through, otherwise you won't make it. It just basically teaches you how to protect yourself this section. It's very easy, you know, once you learn it, it's very easy. You press Y to actually protect yourself. and then you use your right stick, your right trigger to fire your basic cast, because you've got no other spells, so you know, it's the only way to do it. And you can do that every time with every enemy, and it's amazing weapon. You don't really need to be highly powerful to use it, you know? Once we reach this bit, we go to another room. There's no, you're alright now, there's not a lot of fighting. You don't have to actually do any more fighting. Now in here, if you notice, there's nothing else around you. It's all dark. You go in the door, there is a chest here to the left, and there's another one on the opposite side of the room. All this money is a good starter point, because you don't find a lot to begin with, because you can't really get around. Everywhere you go, you've got to run. So you don't want to be running everywhere, do you? Miles and miles. And you can't get out of the castle anyway for quite a while. Right, here we go. This is the first of all the memories.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
That's the chap that you saw in the... remember we went to that building? In the Scottish Islands, on that little area where we found the two chests and the mural on the wall.
Perhaps too well.
That is the guy that owns that home.
The path we've created.
That is Professor
may be
Rackham.
impossible to follow. It will only be
He's
impossible
very
for one
powerful
who
wizard.
cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the ritual wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were rather different than if you'd have known, Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they had the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
I know a way out.
And the game begins. We finally made it to Hogwarts.
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
We're actually in the Forbidden Forest. You can't find that door. I've looked for it, and I don't know. I really can't find where it is. I know it's somewhere behind the railway station. I think it disappears after the intro. Give it a moment.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
That's Professor Black and Professor Weasley.
Phineas, Night Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to
That
join
character
us.
is
The sorting ceremonies.
he's voiced by a really good English actor
Complications.
called Simon
It
Pegg.
seems the goblin
Enough.
Really, really good
I've no
actor.
time for rumours, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky,
I don't know if you've
we
seen him
might
in
still
anything
be able
else,
to get you sorted
but
this
he's in
evening.
Shaun of the Dead. He's a lead actor in Shaun of the Dead.
I'll be in touch.
But if you've never seen it, oh, you should. What a great film.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder. I detect something in you. A certain sense of. What is it?
You get to choose one of those four on the left. For this particular character, I'm choosing
A
loyalty.
sense of loyalty? I believe myself to be a true friend. I know I value that trait in others.
You do not give up easily, do you? You're undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Well done, he's got it right. Yes, that's where we're going this time.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but
I don't know if you
Don't
noticed in the
tempt me.
background there, but if you
you
scroll
are
back a
here
few
to
seconds,
focus on your
you will see
academic
that Professor
futures.
Kagawa's head has
I'm
gone
sure you'll
completely
have
black.
plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
It's like it disappeared and it's just a shadow against the
I
wall.
said, I'm sure you all have plenty
Look, she's
to
got
do
a beard now.
before classes begin tomorrow.
It never fails. It never fails to amuse me at all. Look, her head's gone completely.
Quite an entrance.
It's
Lovely to meet you. I'm
it's funny. It is funny. It makes me
Would you be so
giggle a
kind
lot
as
of
to
the
show the
time.
new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
Sometimes you have to pay
As I was
attention to
saying,
things like this because
Professor
in your own game, when you're playing through, a lot of the time you don't notice these little
As
bits and
deputy
pieces.
headmistress, it is my
But
distinct
some of them
honour
give
to
you a
show
right
you
giggle.
the
You know, it's.
Right this way.
I've seen people with dancing robes, and I've seen them where the legs are like stuck
It's
up
quite
round around the
uncommon
back
for
of the
a student
neck.
to begin as a
And-
fifth year.
and
Might be a bit of
everyone
work.
could give me a giggle.
I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff Common Room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the second row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff.
All the different houses have all
Well
different
done.
things.
Now go on
All
in
4
and get
of
some
them.
sleep.
They all
You
have
a
something
big day
different.
ahead of you tomorrow.
Like
I shall
Ravenclaw
be out
has a
in the morning
question.
to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're
You know,
welcome.
Slytherin
I
has,
hope you
I
enjoy
can't
your
remember
first night
exactly
at
what
Hogwarts.
Slytherin's got.
Sleep well.
And Gryffindor has a password. But, you know, we're doing well. We're there already. We're now going to start our first day once we've made some introductions with people. We're going to the common room now.
Oh, looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
In some of the other rooms, if you go in other rooms before you leave, there are some smaller chests that you can open. I tend to wander around a lot because I look for stuff before I go to Hogsmeade. For those of you who've not played before, Hogsmeade is Diagon Alley, basically, but it's a town. And certain things that I like to have before I get there. I like to have a nice high power and in offence and defence. I also like to have a fair amount of cash because Hogsmeade is not cheap. You will need an awful lot of money to spend in Hogsmeade. This is why I say you pay attention to what you pick up and where you pick it up from. The more money you can find, the better off you're going to be when you go to Hogsmeade. But what I do is when I actually get to Hogsmeade, I just get the freebies and then I don't walk away, but I go and change my clothes and, you know, see if I can find anything of higher power until I've got absolutely nothing left to pick up. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to find yourself, you know, the way you need to be before things start happening. Because once you leave Hogsmeade, it's like, see this box here? See, I got a potion. The potion's not a lot of help at this time. I am very, you know, I'm very weak at the moment in the game. But as I progress, my strength will grow. And it'll grow so much that one hit from my wand will blast them to oblivion. You know, but there's all sorts of things to find. It's like you go around this corner here. These are the 7th year rooms. You know, and you find other stuff. You find bigger chests with locks on them, and you have to open the locks and, you know, what have you. And it's all part of the game. It's all designed to help you. See, it's like here.
I suppose
There's a
some
nice big
instructions in
cake. Fancy a cake? Pick one up. Pick one up, scuff it down. Look at that. Look, gone. How greedy is she? See the guy in the picture? You'll meet him later. Have another cake. There's all sorts of things to find. You've got to talk to certain people.
There you are.
Right, let's go and talk to Arthur.
Arthur's got you. You don't need
This
to
is a nice
be
guy.
frightened,
Arthur's a
Cat.
nice guy.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, you went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I'd better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
Right, he needs to go and talk to Adelaide. This is Adelaide. You'll see more of Adelaide later.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right? Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumours. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon? If you don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it. Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day. Are you sure everything is all right with your uncle? Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about. Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you. Of course. And good luck.
Now we've got Lenora. Lenora's quite nice.
There you are.
Feeding the owl.
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed, 4 years of schoolwork is a bit... being that far behind, I'd feel so... inadequate. Of course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
Yes, indeed.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
That there is Poppy. Poppy Sweeting. You'll see her more later on. She's a beastie animal,
I
Poppy.
trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Here you are.
You gotta find all them. Look at them running away. Now you gotta find them all. I've never found them all yet.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field
The
guide.
nearest I've been is
It will
2
help you to
away,
keep track of
and I
what
didn't
you
have a
learn,
clue where
so
they
that
were.
you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Here we go.
Revelio.
Yeah, there's one, look. Right here. No, I can't pick that one up yet.
This way.
There's one just round this corner on the right hand side.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
See it? They don't
I
all
certainly
shimmer like
would have
that.
appreciated something
Oh, that
like
one's
the
not gonna
field
work,
guide
either.
when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
It'll be the one up here. There's another one up here. Here it is.
Simply cast
See it?
Revelio on it,
Revelio.
and we'll see what the guide says.
And then it tells you to open your field guide, which is like that. You go to here. And you click on that. That shows you that there. You close the field guide and you're ready to move on. She now should take you to the blue flame.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that. Inside
Just stay to
and
the inside,
outside.
you'll catch her up. There's a blue flame there, see?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Right, there's the map. Now, it's not there. The actual place you're looking for is go to Great Hall. Click on that. That shows you where you are. That's your common room. That's in the Great Hall. So what you do is you come out to there. You then go to Library Annex. Library Annex will show you Central Hall. Click on Central Hall with X, not with A, with X, and that will take you to it.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
From here, you can get everywhere.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Ignore the flying pages, you'll be picking
That
them
should
up
be all
later.
for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
See?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Okay, let's
Thank
get
you,
this on.
Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much
You don't need
learn.
to know anything about
Happily,
Charms class
your
or
professors
Defense
have
Against the
agreed to
Dark
create
Arts,
additional
because they're the
assignments
first two and
for
they're very,
you
very
outside of
simple.
class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use
Just
of
follow the
Professor
advice on the
earlier,
screen,
I'd say
you know,
Professor
when it
Fig
comes to
succeeded
it,
in
and
at
you'll
least
be
showing you the
fine, I'm
basics.
sure.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack.
My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and...
I like to do that just to wind her up.
Exploring ruins?
See what I mean?
I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
One second.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well,
Don't
Professor
judge a
Weasley
book
was
by
agreeing
its
to
cover.
It was right.
Sorry about that. That's my
Don't
fault.
judge a book by its cover.
Where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Now then, carry on in here. We have Charms class. This is Professor Ronan's class, and he will show you the charm of Accio. Accio is a charm that pulls things together. Do you remember I said about the piece of paper that was flying about? With Accio, you can grab that piece of paper right out of the air, and all you do is aim it at it. When it lights up, just flick your X button and it'll come flying into your hands. You know, it's that simple, very easy to learn. This one is Defense Against the Dark Arts. Here you will meet Sebastian, who you have a duel with. Not to give anything away too much, this is Professor Hecat's class. Now, she's a very powerful witch, very powerful, and she will teach you the basics of, how can I put it, Levioso, which is a levitating charm. She will then show you later on fire, which is, it's quite a handy spell. And it's from then on things start to take a turn towards getting up your power. Let's just put it that way. You know, not to give anything away too much, but you're going to need it, basically. So the first place I'm going to mark on is the charms class, because this is the most handy one that you're going to need first of all, because I'll show you afterwards. Before I go any further, I will show you. I'm only going to mark this because I've just gone over the hour, so I want to stop here and then I'll come back and I'll show you from there on. The thing is, what I want to do is, when I've been to charms class and I've been to Defence Against the Dark Arts, I like to run around the castle before I go scooting off to Hogsmeade, because I need to get my power up before I go. You'll find out when I get there. I'm not giving you anything away. If you've never played before, I am not telling you what is going to happen in Hogsmeade, but you will want to be prepared, and I mean it. You will. But you'll see anyway. You know, meanwhile, we'll get on. I'm going to end it here when I've clicked on this. I'm going to pull out of here now, and then I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to end this first session,
This will be incredibly
and
helpful.
then we'll
Thank
come
you.
back. I hope you've enjoyed being with me on this one. You know, this is the start of a whole new supply. We could be here for quite a while, because this game is quite long, but you know, let's see where we go from here. I really hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you will come back, and I hope you will stay with me throughout this. You know, please like and subscribe. Come and join me, and we'll see where we go from here. Okay, I want to wish you well. I hope you've enjoyed this hour-long video, and I really hope you will come back. Please come and subscribe, and we'll see you again in the future. Take care, and bye for now.